In this Blender tutorial, you are going to see about how to model these two hard surface modeling objects. By after seeing this object, never ever think this object looks so small, so it will be so easy. How it can be hard surface modeling, right? But it is a hard surface modeling. If you are a beginner, I can assure you that you definitely can't complete this without doing like 10 times or 20 times. It will take for you. So after watching this video, you will understand it. First, I'm gonna delete everything and then change my lighting to matte cap. I'm gonna choose this one. Then press Shift A, mesh. I'm going to bring my circle. Then in edit mode, select these and this vertex I'm selecting, then delete it. After that, select this vertex, shift S, cursor to the selection. Then change the pivot point to 3D cursor and enable the auto merge vertex option. It is nothing but if any two vertex is near, it will be merged into one. Now select everything, duplicate RX -90, then bring your cursor to this vertex. Now select everything, duplicate RZ 90, then again bring your cursor to this vertex. Now select these 5 vertex. Now press M, merge at center. You can see there is a shortcut key. It is Alt 1. Okay, right? So I have selected these 5 vertex. Now I'm going to press Alt 1. That's all. Now I'm going to bevel this vertex. The shortcut key for beveling vertex is Control Shift B. See, that's all. Now I bevel my vertex. After that, if you see, my vertex count is 21, right? I need my vertex count. I mean, my vertex count should be 22, 23 in even number only. So, oops, sorry, 23, it is not even number, right? I mean 22, 24, 26 like that. So I'm going to increase one segment. Now if you see, I have an even number, but I think the vertex between gap is so long. So I think I should increase more vertex. So I will increase 4. Now I have even vertex. That's all. Now I have different gaps between each vertex. So for that, I'm going to select every vertex here. Then make sure that you enable the loop tools add-on. Now right click, loop tools. If you click space, the gap between each vertex now is equal. After that, right click, loop tools, click relax. It will give a little bit relax. You can see the changes. And then you can change the iteration to 10 if it has any corner, I mean sharp corners. So using the relax option, it will relax our vertex. After that, by selecting these vertex, extrude it slightly down, then press yes, is that 0 to flat it. After that, select this vertex, press G twice and then move it to this vertex. Now both vertex become one because of the auto merge vertex option is enabled. Now likewise G twice this. After that, in here we can clearly see the gap between each vertex is not same. I want it same. So select this vertex, right click, loop tools, space. See, now I have it. After that, select these vertex, extrude it, change the pivot point to median point, slightly insert it. Again extrude it and then insert it. We can clearly see I have faces in different color, right? I mean light and darker. That means we have problems in our faces. The reason is because of the normals. So select everything, shift and that's all. Now our normals is recalculated properly. Then select these faces here, these faces, and slightly insert it like this. Then select these edges, right click, loop tools, circle, and then scale it. Press G, Shift G to move it in X and Y axis, not in Z axis. So likewise you can move and then you can scale it. After that, extrude it, then press Ctrl F, grid fill, then go to select loops, and then select boundary loops, and then select this edge, Ctrl B to slightly bevel, then reduce the segments to 2, increase the shape to 1, and then disable. I think I'm going to add a 5 loop cut is enough. Ctrl R, then press 5 in numpad. That's all. Now select these vertex here. Oops, sorry. I mean this vertex. Press E, Y, 4 in numpad to extrude our selected vertex 4 grid. If you see, this is the first, second, third, fourth. Now if you see, my vertex is not in flat. It have a little bit curve. I don't like it. So press yes, Y, 0. It will flatten Y axis. Now select these vertex I'm selecting here. Then press E, X, 4. And then again press yes, X, 0 to flatten it. Now we can clearly see I have some black shade. That means normal is not properly recalculated. So select everything, shift, that's all. After that, select these edges, E, extrude it down, then select and then press Alt T, extrude face along normals to extrude it based on the normals. Now I have this face, I don't need that because I'm going to add a mirror modifier, and I don't need the bottom face also. By selecting this face, hold the control and select this face. Like I said, it will select all the in between faces and select and delete these faces also. And I think we have completed most of the part. Finally, I'm going to add loop cuts. I think 24 loop cuts will be great, and here also 24 loop cuts. And finally, select the edges. I'm selecting this and this, finally this. After that, just bevel it. I'm going to move my cursor here. I'm going to press Ctrl B and then bevel it, then change the filter outer to arc. See, now it looks completely fine, right? That's all. I'm going to add one loop cut here. I think all looks fine. Now press Ctrl 4. See, I have added a subdivision modifier with level 4. After that, I'm gonna see I have any issue or not. Right click, shade smooth. I'm going to change my matte cap to this red shiny one. So because of that only I can find I have any shading issue or not. Okay, here we can see. Yeah, and then here. Nope, I didn't have any shading issue. No, we didn't have any shading issue. That is a good thing, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to change my matte cap lightning for this one. Now I'm going to click this option to disable the subdivision modifier for now, and then right click shade smooth. Then select these faces I'm selecting, and then these faces also. Then just extrude it down. I have extra faces here, I don't need that. So select all these faces and then delete it. After that, select these all corner edges here. This and this one and this one. Oops, sorry. Here. And finally here. At last, these two edges. That's all. I will check I have selected all the edges or not. Yeah, I have selected all the edges. Then press Ctrl B and slightly bevel it. That's all. Now I'm going to bring my cursor here and then right click, set origin to geometry. Then I'm going to bring mirror modifier. I'm going to press Q. If you see, this is quick favorites. I have added all my modifier. I mean, which are the modifier I often use. I added that modifier to my quick favorite. It is so simple. Just go to modifier, and then for example, if you see I have decimate modifier, right click. There's an option will be add to quick favorites. Then you can press Q. I have it. Then right click. If you want to remove, you can remove it. So you can add the modifier. Which the modifier you often use, you can add it to your favorite. So I'm going to add here mirror modifier X, Y, Z, and in edit mode select everything, GZ, bring it above and connect it. Then I'm going to enable clipping. If you didn't enable it, you can clearly see it won't connect it. If it is enabled, see, disconnected. Then I'm going to click this option to enable it. I click shade smooth. That's all. Now it looks fine, right? But we are facing one problem. See, I have a little bit gap here. The main reason we are facing this problem is the mirror modifier is in second and the subdivision modifier in the first. I'm going to click and drag and make the mirror modifier at the top. The main reason is because of the modifier arrangement. Okay, so you can add any modifier to your object, but you should properly arrange it. Okay, so I have seen so many YouTube tutorials, I mean in Blender tutorials, they all said we should properly arrange the modifier, but they didn't say in which way. But I have found a way you can easily arrange. Always arrange your modifier based on the alphabetical order. Okay, because if you see I have a mirror modifier M, subdivision modifier S, so M will become first, right? So always remember that whenever you are adding modifier, you can add 10 modifier for your object also, but make sure you arrange it in alphabetical. I won't say it will work all the time. I just tried it and it is worked well for me. That's why I'm saying. So now I'm going to move it here. I'm going to do this again for some starting parts only. So my video will be fast for now. Now I'm going to select everything, Shift D, Y to place it there. Then I'm going to hide it for now by pressing Hush. After that, select these faces here, press I to slightly insert it, then select these edges here. Oops, sorry. Select these edges here. Change the pivot point to median point. extrude it and then scale it, again extrude and scale it, right click, loop tool, circle, and then just scale it, then select everything, shift N, now select these edges, extrude it up, control F, grid fill, go to select boundary loop, select this edge, slightly bevel it, reduce the segments to 2, increase the shape to 1. That's all. Now select this, now press Alt H to unhide the hidden object, then press L for this object and press H to hide it, because for now I don't need that. Then bring the cursor to this vertex, change the pivot point to 3D cursor, select everything, or is that -45. Then I'm going to select this vertex here, this vertex, yes, x0 to plot it. Now by select everything, I'm going to press yes is that 1.5 to slightly scale it. Now select these faces here, slightly insert it, after that change the pivot point to medium point, then select these vertex here, extrude it and then slightly scale it. Now I'm going to select these, I'm going to move it slightly like here, then I'm going to select all these vertex here, press right click, loop tools, I'm going to click the space, right click, loop tools, relax. See, now we'll have a little bit relaxation, then select these edges, again extrude it, again scale it, right click, loop tool, circle. Now scale it down, GX, move it slide, then again scale it, GX, move it side, then select everything, shift 10, now select these edges, extrude it up, control F, grid fill, go to select, loop tools, select loops, boundary loops, now select this edge and then slightly bevel it, then add a 5 loop cut. Now select these, press shift D, X, 4, then press G, Y, -4, then press RZ 90 to rotate it. Now press Alt H to unhide the hidden object. Now in top view, now my vertex is here, but this object is not perfectly aligned in this line. So I'm going to enable snapping, then just change the option to vertex. Now press GY, now we can move it, then just snap it to this vertex. See, that's all. Now disable this option. After that, select this vertex, select this edge, press F to fill. After that, select this edge, now press F, it will automatically fill, you can clearly see. No, up to here is fine. Then select these two edge, press F to fill, then select this edge, press F to fill, up to here is fine. Then here select these edges, press EY1, then press SY0 to plot it. Likewise, select these vertex here, EX1, then SX0 to plot it. Now select this vertex, extrude it and then slightly scale it. Now bring the cursor to this vertex, select this vertex, SZ0 to plot it, and I'm going to slightly move it above, because I have a reference image. In that reference image I have seen they have slightly move it above. I mean they have slight difference changes here, so that's why I'm doing the same thing. After that, likewise it has slightly curve, I don't need that. So again by selecting everything, SZ0 to plot in x-axis, and here also I'm going to select everything, SY to plot in y-axis. Then I'm going to enable snapping by select this vertex, GY, move it, snap it to this vertex. See, likewise GY, snap it to this vertex, GY, snap it to this vertex, because I need this vertex to align in a straight line. I'm going to do this for the same, GX, snap it, and then again, and then again. Now select everything, press shift 10. After that, bring the cursor to this vertex. Now select these vertex here, and then change the pivot point to 3D cursor, extrude it, right click to place it there, yes, X0 to plot it. See, like this way also we can scale our edges, faces, or anything we want. Then add a loop cut, snap it to this vertex, again add a loop cut, snap it to this vertex, again do the same, and finally for this. Then select these two edges, F to fill, and then F to fill it. That's all. Now finally I have to select these edges, extrude it down, then select these faces, Alt T, extrude face along normals, then select this face and the bottom face, I don't need that. and this space also I'm gonna delete it. And there's another one thing, if you want you can fill the faces, you can just mirror it x and y axis, that is your wish. Yeah, and finally I'm going to add 20 loop cuts, will be fine. Here also 20, here 6, and here 6. That's all. Finally we have came to our bevel part. Now select all the edges here, that I'm selecting this and then here and then this one and here also, here and then top side and then here, and finally here we have to select the vertex, select the edges here, and finally that's all. Just check it, all the edges you have selected or not. Yeah, I have selected all the edges. Now I'm going to press Ctrl B, bevel it. My option already in the arc, so I don't have to change it. That's all. Now press Ctrl 4, right click shade smooth. I'm going to change my lightning to this one, so I can see I am facing any issue. No, I didn't have any issue. Wait a second, I will check. Okay, thank God I didn't have any shading issue. I thought I have a shading issue, but I didn't. Okay, that's all. See, now we have successfully completed it. Then I'm going to change my lightning to back, then right click shade flat for now, then I'm going to disable it, then I'm going to add a one loop cut here. Yeah, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select these face, but you can see this vertex is not aligned properly, so I'm going to bring my cursor here, select this vertex, SX0. Likewise, bring the cursor to this vertex, select this SX0. Yeah, now it looks fine. Okay, now select these faces and this way also, then select here also, just extrude it down. Oops, sorry, I'm going to disable it for now and then extrude it. Then select these faces, we don't need that, delete it, and finally select these sharp edges I'm selecting, and then here, that's all. You have selected. Then now only I seen this face is not aligned properly, right? So I'm going to bring my cursor here, then in wireframe I'm going to select everything here, this SX0. Yeah, now it is perfectly aligned. Now again I'm going to select these sharp edges here, and finally in this side also. Now I will check all the edges I selected or not. Yes, I have selected all the edges. Now press Ctrl B lightly to bevel it. After that, like this vertex, bring the cursor here, right click, set origin to geometry. Now bring the mirror modifier, bring it top, X, Y, Z, enable it, axis, I mean both three axis also enable it. Select everything, bring it above, and finally enable the clipping. And I'm going to click this option. I click shade smooth. That's all. See, we have finished it. If you see, we have little bit thickness line here. I don't ever think we have done something mistake or like that. Okay, we have this because it has a slight changes. It won't in same height. Okay, so that's why we have this height, this line here. So it is no problem. I have a reference image. In that reference image also there is a line like this, so it's not a big deal. If we want, we can do something in edit mode. I'm going to select, oops, I have to select this vertex, but before that I want in straight line. So bring your cursor here, select this SY0 to flat it. Then again same thing, do it here also. Bring your cursor, select this SX0. Now select this vertex, G twice to slide it. Again select this vertex, press G twice. Oops, without this vertex, G twice. That's all. Now by selecting this vertex, I'm going to just bevel it slightly. See, now it looks fine, right? Before that it has something line and it looks so good also. And finally I will check like once again I have any shading issue or not. Nope, I didn't have any shading issue. That's all. Now we have completed it. After watching this video fully, now you will definitely have an idea. It is not easy to model, right? Yeah, because I modeled 2-3 times to find which way is easy to tell you. So finally this is the easiest way we can model, and definitely now you will understand the power of the 3D cursor, because we often use the 3D cursor. So I hope this video helps you to learn something new, and if you want more videos like this, don't forget to like it. And if you want any product modeling, and if you have any idea, just let me know in the comment. In next video I will try to make it. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe it.